What's good, my baby? Welcome back to the channel. Look, we're about to check out 4 hella creepy true horror stories by the homie Nightmare Files. As you can see, I clearly have this huge smile on my face, like I'm excited, right? I'm about to tell you what I tell you every time. Look, I'm not gonna lie, having one of those days where I hella feel like being scared. It's hella late, and I feel like it. I hate the fact that that word is in this title because I said that word a lot too. So it's gonna sound real sloppy. All right, but either way it go though, yo. So I was gonna watch a ghost video because I was like, yeah, I feel like being scared. So I was like, I'm gonna watch like a nuke or a chill, whatever. But I was like, nah, I feel like being scared more from like an actual like story. Like I want to be told a story and shit. Only thing I need, since I feel like being scared, I just need 2 of them mugs, dog. I just want 2 of them to be like, not even looking for real or fake. You know how it is with me, dog. Just 2 words like, yo, this is scary as shit. Now, if it feels a little real too, that's a bonus. But yo, either way it go, check out the video. Want to check out the original video? Link will be in the description below. But let's go.
A few years back, I can remember it was my birthday and I was going to school expecting everyone to bombard me with birthday wishes. By the way, I was turning 14 and I was in the 8th grade. When I got to school, everyone did exactly what I thought because I was pretty popular. As I walked through all of my friends, I approached my locker, and as I looked up, I noticed a new janitor cleaning something up by the boys' bathroom, which was at the end of the hallway where no one ever goes. I've never seen that janitor before, but when I saw him, he stopped mopping the floor. He stood up straight, smiled, and said, "Happy birthday, gorgeous." I just looked at him and then I walked to my first class as fast as I could. By the time we hit 5th period lunch, a few of us noticed that our friend Martin wasn't in school. Every year he would always get the perfect attendance award, so this wasn't normal for him.
Oh shit.
We all made it to 6th period and I had to go to the bathroom because I was actually on my period and had to change my pad and pee. When I walked into the bathroom, I noticed that one of the stalls was out of order and another one was occupied. And being that there were only 3 stalls, I went to the middle stall, while someone else was in the one right next to me. So as I was using the bathroom, I noticed that there wasn't any toilet paper, so I asked the person in the next stall to me.
That's the setup.
I said, "Hey, can you hand me some toilet paper?" And immediately the girl threw some toilet paper on the floor from her stall to mine. I thought that was rude and awkward, so I did what I had to do and I started to switch my pad when I heard, "You definitely look like a grown woman to me." The voice came from above me on my left. I looked up and above me, peeking over the stall, was that new janitor. He was standing on the toilet.
Nigga, what the fuck? Dog, my bad. God dang, blew my high, boy. Nigga, look at me while I'm pissing and changing my pad, boy. Shit creeped me the hell out,
Peeking
boy.
over the stall was that new janitor. He was standing on the toilet. I got up, began to run, but he reached over the wall and he grabbed
Pissed
my hair.
everywhere.
It jerked me back, but he lost his grip. I ran out of the bathroom and I ran to the closest classroom and I told the teacher. He ran into the bathroom as the man was running out of the bathroom and they both ran into each other and fell to the floor. The teacher got up and got on the guy's back and began to choke him as a female teacher told all the kids who rushed the hallway to get back in the classrooms. She also called the police. When the cops showed up, the man woke up. Our teacher actually put the guy out. He put him to sleep.
I was about to say.
Cops apprehended the man and he immediately told him to check locker 111. It was a vacant locker. The man said that he was waiting outside of our school in the shadows and saw the boys from our basketball team leaving practice the night before at around 6 p.m. And at that point, it was dark outside, because it was the winter. Then he noticed someone walking by themselves. It was our friend, Martin. The man approached Martin in his van and he overpowered him and he got him to his van. What he did to him was unspeakable. Then he took Martin back to our school, broke in without triggering the alarm, and stuffed him in locker 111. Come to find out, this man didn't even work at our school.
I knew it.
He was just cleaning the mess that he made, and he stayed in the school all day without anyone questioning who he was. So the police asked him why he
Yeah,
did
which
what
I mean, which I can see happening because nobody really, at least in my high school and middle school, nobody ever talked to the janitor, dog. The janitor, you just see the janitors doing whatever they doing, whatever, boom, boom, go about their day, keep it pushing. Like you don't see no teachers, no one talking to them ever. At least I didn't. I ain't never ever see that. I knew it too. I was like,
all
dog,
day
don't work
without
there.
anyone questioning who he was. So the police asked him why he did what he did. What was his motive? His answer simply
Weird.
was, I don't know. Because it was Tuesday.
Yeah, we gonna lock your little crazy ass up, then.
This is the craziest experience that I ever had in my life. I was 11, about to be 12 at the time, and I went to a Catholic school that was pretty small. In the middle of the school year, we got a new kid. I can't remember his name, but he seemed a little off. He didn't really talk to anyone, but he always turned in his work first, and he was a little standoffish from everyone. So I had gym with him, and he was very aggressive when they came to sports. Very good at basketball. I remember our basketball coach telling another teacher that he had some skills and he was going to put him on the team once he became a 7th grader. So one day in class, I remember something about him stood out to me. The reason I say that is because he coughed, and it sounded like a grown man coughing.
Nigga
But
got
he was
COVID.
12 years old at the time.
Stop playing, boy. Get dog out my face. No, I do know what he's talking about though. It's like them cigarette coughs, like people who smoke like cigarettes and Black and Miles and shit. It's like a nasty like hocking like cough, whatever. I think that's, I'm just assuming. I think that's what he's talking about. It be the ones about nigga, that's COVID. No, real talk though. I think dog grown. Hey, for real, don't stop playing so much stuff, for real.
Basketball coach telling another teacher that he had some skills and he was going to put him on the team once he became a 7th grader. So one day in class, I remember something about him stood out to me. The reason I say that is because he coughed, and it sounded like a grown man coughing, but he was 12 years old at the time. I can remember him being picked up from school by his uncle and his granddad. I knew that because he randomly asked me to come over to his house with them. I said no, but all three of them insisted that I come over because they had video games and a lot of ice cream for everyone.
What kind of weird shit? Even the parents the dad, we said the dad and grandpa trying to convince you to come over. So when we got video, boy, I want to play them little trash ass games. Hold up.
I can remember him being picked up from school by his uncle and his granddad.
Oh, uncle and granddad.
I knew that because he randomly asked me to come over to his house with them. I said no, but all three of them insisted that I come over because they had video games and a lot of ice cream for everyone. I continued to say no and they moved on. Eventually that boy left our school, but something weird happened. So he tried enrolling in another school, but that school called the police on him because all of his documents were forged. Come to find out, this was a 29-year-old man who went from
I was gonna say it, but I was like, I don't want to get to talking too much. But I was gonna say it. I was like, yo, I don't think this is no kid. I think this is a grown man, cause I was getting orphan, like the movie Orphan vibes, whatever. I was kind of getting that, and that I'm about to judge real quick, but I don't care. That cough, you legit gotta become a stepdad or older to get that cough. And that's why dog can hoop. You know, hoop on the little 6th graders. Watch your whole ass out, nigga. My bad. Didn't mean to go overreactor mode on you, but I knew it. I was gonna say it, man. Like I was gonna say, yup, that's a grown ass man.
documents were forged. Come to find out, this was a 29-year-old man who went from school to school posing as a 12-year-old boy. His name was Casey Price, a convicted sex offender. The man that were with him when he tried to get me to come over to his house weren't even related to him. They were 44-year-old Robert James Snow and 61-year-old Lonnie Eugene Stifler. I'm so happy that I didn't go with these guys.
Me too, dog.
Because only the devil knows what they had planned for me.
And they're hooping on niggas.
This was back in the summer of 1998. I was 18 at the time, and I was with 3 of my friends, Roy, Brittany, and Tracy. We had just left the funeral of one of our other friends, and we were sitting around talking. It was getting late, around midnight, and we couldn't sleep, so we went to Waffle House, near where Tracy lived. I drove when we got there with no issues. We went inside to eat, and Roy and I noticed 2 rough-looking guys sitting at the diner. They were eyeing us for some reason. I remember looking at Roy, and us looking at each other, but we both noticed that these guys were staring. We nodded at each other, and we sat down at the booth with the girls, but we didn't say anything. After we finished eating and talking, we decided to leave since Tracy wasn't supposed to be out that late, and Roy had to work in a few hours anyway. We paid it, and as we were walking out, I noticed the same 2 guys we saw earlier. They got up and followed us to our car. One of them asked if we wanted to buy some weed, and the other grabbed Brittany and asked if she wanted to party with him. Brittany jerked away and insulted the guy to his face, rather loudly. At this point, Roy was in the back seat, and I had just got in. Tracy was trying to get Brittany away from this guy, and I was trying to keep Roy from bursting out of the back seat, confronting both of them for grabbing Brittany, as he was the hothead of the group.
Like that?
After a few tense moments and shouting by both parties, we all got back in the car, and I heard them say something like, "Let's go to the truck and we'll handle this." I assumed they meant weapons, more likely guns. So while they were jogging toward their lowrider style truck, we took off out of the parking lot and down the 4-lane. Moments later in the rearview mirror, my heart sank when it appeared they too flew out of the parking lot, speeding after us in the dead of night. We came up to the red light near where Tracy lived, and I knew we had to turn at the light. I veered into the turning lane, hoping the vehicle behind me wasn't the 2 men. To my surprise, it was a police unit that lit us up, and they pulled us over. I explained to the cop what happened, and he said he saw the whole thing from the parking lot across the street from the Waffle House.
Dude, where the fuck was
After a
you
stern warning about my poor driving skills, he suddenly left when he got a call on his CB about a lowrider truck and 2 men. I dropped Tracy and Brittany off at their house, and Roy and I stayed at his place. We stayed up most of the night, talking about that incident. A week or so later, I heard about a police bust in town. Those same 2 men were pulled over that night by another cop and were arrested after finding drugs and concealed unlicensed firearms in the truck. The guns turned out to be stolen and were used previously in a robbery. I hate to think about what might have happened if that cop wasn't there to chase us down that night. Even to this day, I think about that encounter.
Hey, man, when you do get in a situation like that, it goes so fast too that you be like thinking, like, oh shit, what I do, how I do this, why I do this. Because legit, bro, like if that cop wasn't there, I do wonder what would happen. I'm not gonna lie, I do feel like it was some jack boy shit. I ain't gonna lie, I feel like they was just going around jacking people. But the way he was like overly aggressive on the girl and shit, I was like, here we go. It's about to be one of those dudes who's about to feel entitled and shit and try to apply his dominance and shit. Oh, I needed some water, my bad. But like I was saying though, I ain't gonna lie, when those moments happen, it be going by so fast. Because in movies and shows and shit, when you be watching it, you can see it as it's happening. Like, all right, boom, oh, they about to do this. You see this, boom, boom, this is what you should do. But when you really there and it's just like, hey, dog, boom, turn around, shit just get to going, and you already know where it's going. It usually don't just jump in like that, but you know where the shit going by the questions they be asking at first. Like, oh, yeah, these niggas about to try to jack. I already told y'all the story, but I remember, man, I was inside 7-Eleven when that mug got robbed. Like, oh, shit.
That encounter.
My bad, last time. I'm gonna see y'all at the end. I think I told you the story. But I remember I watched, it just sounds so bad. I had to watch my boy. He kind of got robbed. I'm gonna tell you at the end. I'm not gonna forget neither, my bad. No more stopping. I think I told y'all before though.
This story happened in 2015. I used to live in an apartment complex in Kansas City, Missouri. The place was kind of in the hood. The people there would sit and smoke weed in front of the building and do drug deals in broad daylight. Nobody cared about anything, and the management ignored all of the issues going on there. Other than that, it was like any other apartment complex. One day that all changed, however. The complex had a pool that all the residents would use. It was a decently sized pool, and it was next to the gym. It was a hot day in the summer, so I went to the pool with my mom. We got to the pool and we sat down with our towels and we got ready to swim. We started swimming when all of a sudden we hear some kids saying, "Oh my God, it's got a gun!" At first, I thought they were just messing around and talking about a water gun or something. But I quickly realized that they weren't joking. Then I heard two men arguing. I looked over at the edge of the pool to see a man with a gun following another man to his car. I didn't really understand what they were arguing about and yelling about. All of a sudden, I hear 2 gunshots. I had an instant panic attack, and I thought we were all going to die, so I hopped out of the water and I ran for my life. My mom and I hauled ass out of the pool, and I called my dad to open the door to our apartment. We get inside and I start breaking down because at the same time I'm only 13 years old and I've never experienced something like this. The police arrive and tell us that the guy with the guns shot the other man because he stole drugs from him. The man survived because the bullets grazed his ear and just barely missed his head. This experience scarred me for a little bit, and it caused me to have anxiety whenever I go into a public place. My family ended up moving out of this apartment and buying a house in a different town. This experience really showed me that anything could happen at any time.
Yup. Man, this sounds just like my situation, boy. Yep, I think we were in middle school. Let me see this end of the video. Ain't gonna be no jump scare or nothing, is it? This ain't the story I was talking about. I was gonna tell y'all, but crazy. This one really had me focused because, man, I probably was like in middle school as well. It was me, my boy Artez, Adrian, and my boy JR. I'm using names because we ain't do shit in the story. So we standing in front of my boy Artez's house, whatever. We standing in front of his crib, and he sees 2 men across the street just arguing. That's all you hear. First they get to scrapping a little bit, whoop, whoop, get to arguing again. Man, this nigga go to the trunk door, pull out. At the time, I don't know, it was a big ass silver gun, dog. That motherfucker pulled the gun out, nigga. When I say he shot that motherfucker in the air, and we kids, we sit right there and like, bah, bah, aimed it at the dude, and then shot the third one. When I say my boy Artez's mom grabbed us and pushed us all into the house, trying to get us in the house. Boy, I was like, what the? And as a kid, I'm just sitting there watching. I'm like, yo, he just tried to kill this dude, whatever. But even then, I didn't fully understand what it was, because that was the first time I've ever like seen somebody just shoot at somebody. But either way it go, though, let me tell you the story I told you I was gonna tell y'all, whatever. Boom. All right, so it's me. I'm in Arizona at the time. I'm not in Flint at the time. I'm in Arizona. I'm in college. Me and my boy. He drive a stick, right? I don't know how to drive no stick anyway. Good thing I did, because I was on dip. Look, either way it go though. All right, so I'm in the passenger seat. We pull up to this. It's like a gas station mixed with I want to say like a Popeyes or a Church's. It was like one of those chicken places mixed with a gas station, whatever. So the bitch was in the hood anyway. So we pull up to that mall. I'm sitting in the passenger seat, whatever. He get ready to get out, like about to get his stuff, whatever. I'm chilling in the car, whatever. I don't need that. Whoop whoop. So I'm chilling in the car, listening to music, whatever. And as I look in the store, I see this dude. It was this Mexican dude walking there, whatever. He had like all these tattoos and shit, whatever. So he walk in, but he only had like these gray shorts and a beater. Walk in, whatever. And the way he walk around the store, I'm like, man, this nigga like he tweaking, like he on something, whatever, right? I go back, do what I'm doing, listen to my music, wait, boom, boom. I'm like, dog, what's taking my dog so long, whatever. Look through the glass again, but I can see this dude in there robbing the store. And he got my partner by the neck like this. Like, oh, my bad, my voice is coming back, so I still can't fully laugh. But either way it goes, so I'm sitting in the passenger seat. I'm like, oh shit, how does the fuck do? What the hell? So I'm like, all right, I gotta drive off. So I hop in the driver's seat, but I don't know how to drive a stick. So I'm like, fuck. I said, I don't know, dude. I ain't got no gun. I was like, I can't do nowhere. So my boy, whatever. This is what he told me what happened at this point. This is all I could see at this point, whatever. So he kind of like edged away from the guy. I guess the guy at this point kind of holding the store up, like, because he's aiming at the store clerk or whatever. So my boy I said his name, I'm a blur it out. So he walked to the side, I guess where the chicken side is, which was like on the left side, whatever, maybe the right, don't remember exactly. He walked over to that mall, but as he's walking, you know, it's like one of those, when you try people walk, let me back my camera up so you guys see me here. You know those walks where, oh wait, that's the wrong way to practice. Or you be like trying to play cool, like you ain't doing it, like like playing off of that. Like he was walking like this, like, dude. Like he was walking like that. I see him in the store, like he was looking at stuff like at the counter. And so he gets to the side where the chicken was at, and I see this dude dart out the car. But when he dart, he jumped right through the window. Don't even open the door. Just jump through the window, get in the car, put that motor in reverse, and dip. When I say, boy, we cried laughing for like an hour, but he was shaking. And I bet he was. I was like, at the time, I already been involved in like, not involved. I've been in. It was 1.5, I would say. I've been in stores that been robbed about 1.5 times. I say that, whatever. All right. But look, the moral of the story is, don't get your ass robbed around me, cause I'm a dip. But look, though, I'm about to go ahead and get up out of here and chill, enjoy my day, man. I be trying to get my cuz to come down here on some videos with me so we can talk some shit, because man, I'll tell you, these stories be 100% proof. I'm gonna tell you, I can back all these hoes up, man. I be cracking up, man. Life is just crazy. Like that. And if you just go outside, though, you just create moments. You create memories like that anyway. And man, we used to always be outside, dog. It used to be fire anyway, man. My bad, you letting the weed burn, nigga. Pass the weed, boy. But yeah, dog. This be in shit. Like, man, let me get my ass back in the crib, dog. It was a good time, man. Hey, I'm about to go and get up out of here, though, anyway. I'm hiding the fuck anyway. Yo, if you enjoyed the video, go ahead and click that like button. I appreciate it. Hit that sub button, turn that bell on, all that good stuff. That first story still tripped me out with that damn jump scare. Yo, but I'm out.